Hello everyone, Smouse is back in the house, and today I have an interesting video for you. I went to the flea market and everything was super cheap and a lot of it ended up being free. I did buy some stuff for myself for my own house and my wife, uh, but as always, most of the stuff is going to be for sale. Unfortunately, I have no idea about any of it, so I could use some help. Anybody knows any information and feels like commenting, you leave me a comment. Also, if you're interested in anything, let me know. Like I said, I got a lot of this stuff very cheap. I paid less than $20 for everything on this table. And, more than happy to pass along the prices. So let me get started. I'll have to pause in between each one so I can make room and show you what's going on. But yeah, so this was all flea market stuff. One seller cleared out something or other. Not sure the whole story. But at first everything was $1, so I made a box, bought about $15 worth of stuff, and then took that to the car, came back, and when I came back, everything was free. So everybody was just grabbing stuff. So I just grabbed stuff that I thought was interesting. I try to grab a lot of stuff that had marks on the bottom, so maybe I can look it up to identify it. But yeah, let me get into the first one and we'll go from there. Let's start with this serving dish. This has no markings on it whatsoever, but it's a 3-piece serving dish set. Really pretty design. Only thing I found wrong with it is one piece has a small chip in the corner. If it focuses. There you go. But I said there's no markings on the bottom of any of this. So I'm not sure who made it, where it's even from. Might be mass produced, I guess. I'm not sure. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll get on to the next item. Alright, next item is this small dish. Not sure what it says. It's a nice shape. Nice little design on it. Like I said, it does have marking on the back. Can't read the maker though. Probably take a little bit of time to make out what it actually says. But yeah, like I said, got a couple dishes, couple mini plates. Let me pull up one of the mini plates. Nice little pink floral design with a green trim ring around the edge. Made in England, ambassador wear. So might have been part of a set, tea set or something. But nice little decoration, or somebody needed a replacement dish. Another little floral pattern. This one I believe is made in Holland, yes. Oh, this is one that I did look this up. Delft. Or Delft. I'm not sure how you say it. But that actually is a well-known name apparently. A lot of the stuff I find is blue though, rather than other colors. In this, I do have another plate by him which is black with a yellow flower. And again, the markings on the back. So that's kind of cool. And like I said, I did find this maker. And another one, this one's Finland. Supposedly it's to represent the costumes the person's wearing. There's, I guess, a series of them. Alright, let me grab some more stuff and we'll move along. Alright, here's a set of 3 plates. I believe they're all like as a set. I'm not sure if there's more to the set. Again, I'm not sure what they said. I didn't look up what that actually means. But it's kind of like a Little Red Riding Hood, it looks like, with the wolf. And again, has marks. It is French. That one is in fairly good shape. The other one's not as good. This one's not too bad. But like I said, I believe it's part of a series. You can see a little bit of a cracking there. Doesn't go all the way through though. And then this one has a chip, and you can see some more cracking. Again, the same maker's mark. Okay, this mini plate is from Japan. It's actually part of a set. It's the... I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. A Dimtasi. Anyways, it's not a teacup, but it's a smaller than a teacup. A little fancy cup. But this is the saucer for it. I did find a set of these that did sell quite well. Make a nice little decorative plate, but again, if somebody needed a replacement one, had one that was broken or chipped, this would be a good replacement. Norditake, made in Japan, Windsor. Like I said, a nice little design to it. And then I picked up this cute little hen, also made in Japan. Girly? I'm terrible with pronunciations. And this rooster, which is unmarked. It's got a tiny break off the tip of the nose. It does have somebody's name, so maybe it's handmade. Just alright, another thing, not marked, but very pretty coloring. No chips or anything in this one, just a very pretty glassware. And then some pink little pitcher and a jar. The jar does have a little chip on the back here by my finger. Very small chip in it. The pitcher's okay though. No marks on these either though, none of this stuff. So just kind of decoratory. Did pick up this little oil lamp. It's Queen Anne. Top's made of brass. It does seem to function and everything. There's some markings on the knob as well. And then it's in got a glass with a little teacup handle style. So I thought that was pretty neat. I did grab, whoops, almost dropped the camera. I did grab some silverware. This all here is Barclay and what was it? Barclay and Geneve. Stainless steel. Like I said, it was going to be thrown away, so I grabbed it. There's a couple other stainless steel ones mixed in with it. I didn't look them up to see if anything, worth enough that somebody might be looking for a replacement or anything like that. I did grab this though. I knew it was silver plated. Had an M at the top. And I did actually find this particular spoon. It says the Mason at the end. International Silver Company. This is from the Mason Hotel close to me in DC from the 1960s. And while we're sticking with silverware, I grabbed this really cool knife. It's got wood handle, if it focuses, brass pins. It's got a brass guard on it. Stainless steel blade. It says Randu, Inox, France. Sedeca stainless, made in France. I thought it was a nice little knife. I don't know if it's worth anything. Maybe I'll keep it. And then I got a cool little letter opener. With a fancy handle. And it is marked as well. If I can get it to focus. Prill stainless steel. Sheffield, England. And I did look these up. It looks like they came as a set with a magnifying glass. And together with a magnifying glass. Of course, a lot of the ones I found didn't have as fancy of a handle though. But I think just by itself this might be worth $10, $12. Like I said, if not, I got a new letter opener. Alright, just a little goblet, I guess. I'm not sure what this would actually be. Teacup with no handle. Pretty design on it. Black background. Nice vibrant colors with gold trim. No damage to it. Probably part of a set. No markings on it either. I got this, but I noticed it had a crack in it after I got it. So this might just be a throwaway. But it was marked, which is why I grabbed it. Old Royal Bone China, England. Saucer's in good shape, so maybe somebody would want it for the saucer. Again, same company. It's a matching set. So I grabbed that. Little fancy teacup. Might have been that other kind of cup I was trying to say the word to. Does have raised bumps there and around the lip. There's floral patterns on the inside as well. So cute little cup. Like I said, I don't know anything about these. I don't know if it was worth grabbing or not. Czechoslovakia. And I don't know if that's 20 out of 580 or what exactly that marking means. And sticking with Czechoslovakia, we actually have a little set here. There's probably a lot more to this set. But it's got marking in the lid too. But there's no damage to this set. Looks like some berries on the front of that. And then if we can get the marking without dropping anything or breaking, it's not gonna, really? I'll show you on the other piece. It's not gonna focus, but the saucer has it on it. There you go, made in Czechoslovakia. MCP maybe. And then the cup had different fruit and stuff on it. Fruit and nuts. But same kind of bold pattern with that big blue line. So I'm assuming they went together. There's probably a whole bunch of different ones around. You know, everything was different. Alright, here's something a little different. I know this video is really long. I appreciate anybody actually watching it. But it's like a pedestal kind of platter. With a horse jumping a fence. Again, does have markings on it. Handcrafted, California, Lisa Lindbergh von Nortwick. Lesau Home. It's got horseshoes and leaves. It's a pretty dish. Got a little teacup. I don't remember grabbing this. But I said it was kind of crazy when the guy said everything was free. Even when everything was $1, it was still kind of crazy. But then when everything was free, everybody was just loading stuff up. There's a little chip in here, I think. I didn't notice it till after I got home. Somewhere around the rim, there's a tiny, what do they call them? Flea bites. There you go. You can see right there where my finger is. Little tiny flea bite in it. But it was marked. Probably why I grabbed it. Didn't notice the little flea bite. And it's Germany. So, I'll grab this little pen. Aviation Association, probably 15 years is what I'm guessing. 15-year pen. Looks like a shoe with wings. Don't know much about it other than that. Probably has like some little mixing spoon or something that's supposed to come out of this. Nothing too crazy, just it wasn't broken. Doesn't have any markings. I don't know if that was supposed to be a marking and it's peeling up. But, you know, just something. Like I said, it's either that or it gets thrown in the trash. And then this one's really pretty. People having a picnic or something, picking flowers. Fragonard? Not sure. It's got number 12 in the middle. Everything's in pretty good shape. No chips on this. And there's your marking on the back. Try not to chip it with one hand, putting it back together. But like I said, I'm sorry I don't have a lot more information on this stuff. I just got it. I need to get it put away, whatever. So I don't want to... Didn't have the time to spend looking everything up before the video. Toothpick holder, I guess. There was actually two of these sitting there. Somebody grabbed one and left the other one, so I grabbed this one. I don't think it's anything special, but cool little blue glazed train. Ashtray. The Willard Intercontinental. And again, marks. This one's made in Germany. So that's why I grabbed that. These are actually the reason I started looking at this sale to begin with. I don't know what these guys look like. I mean, they definitely look old. I don't know if they're made of clay. Unfortunately, even just traveling back home in the box, they started falling apart. You can see they're all cracked up. And his stomach kind of fell apart just on the ride home. I'd love to find these at home, but I'm not even sure if I could ship them without them just disintegrating. But they're cool little people. The woman's starting to break off from the platform. You can see a big crack through her. Oops. She's got a big fuzzball on her. So, there we go. That looks better without the big fuzzball hanging off the book. But yeah, I thought these were interesting. I was picking these up for $1 to start with. I also picked up, if you guys saw my other video, I picked up this for $1 at the same sale. It is sterling silver and extremely heavy. I figured, well, I know the bottom without the felt and stuff in it, because it comes out, was 160 grams. So the top still has some weight to it. But there's other stuff mixed in with it, so I'm not sure total. But yeah, picked up some interesting things for sure. That's why I kind of grabbed stuff. Kind of like this thing. Just a little mirror. And did have some writing on it. Gwenda, made in England. But I thought it was kind of neat. Like I said, don't know anything about it. Might be worthless. But I figure I'll bring it home. Got this little handmade, for sure, handmade bowl. So they did write their name on the bottom. Nico Yako? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it is a company. Definitely looks like handmade, like thumbprints all around it. I also picked up these guys, which I thought were going to be more interesting, but I actually found them. They're made in occupied Japan, but supposedly they're fairly common. So I was kind of disappointed to find that out. They're not really worth much. But I couldn't leave that after seeing that written on the foot, made in occupied Japan. So Here we have a Pampered Chef little pumpkin bowl serving dish. Maybe put some candy corns in it. And also, sticking with a little bit more modern stuff, got some wood spoons and fork for decoration. Hand carved. Alright, picked up this cool little Chinese character. I have my daughter here. That's why they hear rain sound effects in the background, trying to drown out some of the other noise in the house. But she's over here standing next to me now. Did have some markings on it. They may be upside down. I don't think it's old. I'm not even sure if it's worth anything, but like I said, rather take it home and find out than leave it there and wonder. Oh, these guys I picked up. I'll probably keep these guys. Just some fall decorations for the house. I don't. Yeah, just modern stuff, but you know, add to the decor. We don't have a lot of fall stuff. Oops. If you saw one of my videos before, we had got some Jim Shore Santas. Well, this is a Jim Shore snowman. It's called River's End series, and he's actually got shells and stuff like that making up his outfit. I did notice he was a little bit damaged when I got him. The nose is broken. It's cracked here, but it's not detached because the rod goes all the way up through it. And the rod's not attached anymore, but that's not a big deal. I think the nose probably is the biggest part. But it's still Jim Shore. I don't know if it's worth a lot of money. I couldn't find this exact one. I found a Santa, the River's End series, and it sold for like 28 bucks. And if it's rare enough, somebody will buy, you know, slightly damaged ones like these, you know, obviously for a lot less than, but it still might be worth something to somebody. My wife likes cardinals, so I picked up this cardinal Christmas ornament. And this was actually in a frame, but the frame was broken. Just a picture of a cardinal, so we can reframe that if she wants it. If not, like I said, it goes in the trash. Sorry for the blank screen, trying to just move stuff around rather than stopping all the time. So these are made by the same company that made that little hen, the Japanese Atigini, whatever. But I think somebody reproduced them. One has a little chip in the nose. Other than that, they're in really good shape. But I did find the exact one, so I know that's the company who makes them. But this is signed by somebody else. So I don't know if they copy the mold. If so, they did a really nice job. I mean, they look great. Wife wants to keep these too, so these might be staying here unless I get a really good offer for them. That makes me tear them out of her hands. But they're little quails. Okay, I grabbed this super nice serving dish. And it's actually really big. Probably 15 inches maybe in diameter. All Christmas themed. Nothing wrong with this thing whatsoever. Not a mark on it, but also not, I don't know who made it. This one's probably staying here. But a beautiful, beautiful serving dish. This is, I actually found this one. Surprisingly sells okay. About $15, I believe. It is Royal, what was it? Copenhagen. And I believe that might be, maybe it's a limited production, maybe that's why it's actually worth a little bit of money. 128 out of 1665. But cool, I guess it's a wall hanger. And the guy at the sale threw this into my bin, or my bag as I was taking stuff. I just took it with me. Nixon and his wife. It's a vintage plate. But yeah, I didn't actually pick this one up, but he gave it to me, so we'll see what anybody else wants it. We'll pass it along if they do. Now this one I really like. I love this kind of glaze. It's just 4 birds and a leaf. Not sure exactly what the purpose is of it. I did look it up. People are asking about $35 for it. I did find 1 or 2 sell for $22 and $24 on eBay. Wife likes it. I like it too, so this one might stay if we find a place to put it. Wife also likes this turquoise blue bottle. Did have a repair done to it. It looks like part chipped off and was replaced. Does have markings on the bottom, but I couldn't exactly read it, and it's probably just an artist, a regular person that made it and designed it. I believe it says by, but I can't read who's it by. And then I grabbed this candlestick. Looks to be brass, but again had markings on the bottom. Oppenheim, Israel. So don't know. Only have one, so I don't even have a set. We'll just keep going. Sorry for the blank screen here and there. I'm reaching for stuff. This was made of wood. I grabbed it and I didn't realize till I got home it had been broken in several places and re-glued. I think the whole thing came apart. Somebody liked it enough to glue it back together though. I agree, it is pretty neat. I believe one part is still broken right here in the front. It's a shame. It's really a pretty piece of wood. Grab some pictures. I don't know why. I kind of like this one. Wife doesn't like it, so it's probably not staying. The frame's definitely not worth anything. I don't know if the picture's worth anything or not. Maybe take it out and see if there's anything on the back or signed or anything like that, but might not be worth anything. This one I actually thought was pretty with the frame and all. Couple birds. Wife didn't like this one either, so it's not staying. But I think it's a nicer piece, but I'm not really an expert on that kind of stuff. We did pick up, well, I got the camera over here, this 6-foot tablecloth for the fall. Picked up this black, don't know if it's a vase or what. Does have some writing. You gotta hold it at the right light. You can see USA. I'm not sure what the rest of it says. And if anybody's actually still watching, can you please tell me what this is? It's got a thing to pour. So I take this as the handle. The handle's hollow, but it does not go all the way through. And it does have, I'm assuming that's the date, 58, is maybe when they made it. They did sign the bottom. I don't know, thought it was neat, so I grabbed it. Sure, this is imitation, but it kind of reminds me of those old milk jugs with that kind of glaze on it. So maybe a little trinket somebody can put on a shelf to go along with their milk jugs. And this, I'm not sure if it's old or not. It does have a wax seal covering a hole. I'm not sure why. Just a little glaze thing. Does this one have anything on the bottom? I can't remember. It does not, as far as I can tell. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about this one. Like I said, any of this stuff, I'd love to hear any information anybody has. Alright, we're getting close to the end. This is a little music box. I don't know if it's handmade, like if this base actually went with this top. You can unscrew this top, and it does say made in Japan. All this is made of wood at the top. Kind of looked handcrafted almost. But it has that on it. So I'm not sure if this is meant to be together, because the base is crackled ceramic. I'm not sure if they actually went together because this looks more homemade, so I don't know if somebody took an old thing and homemade something out of it. Either way, I thought it was really neat, really cute with a dog and a kid on the bench. We'll just set that aside. Grab this, don't know if it's worth anything. Bulgarian crystal quartz clock. Looks brand new in the box from many years ago. So, does this turn? Because it doesn't seem like it's lined up right. I don't know. We got it anyway. Oh, this, I don't know if it belongs with a Yankee candle, but there is a Yankee candle inside. My wife's keeping this for sure. There's this little box. Has a candle on the inside. Christmas cookies. And then there's matches in the little drawer in front. And the matches actually go with it, so I'm going to guess they're supposed to be in there. I guess this is for a candle. And this was actually made by Yankee Candle. It's probably expensive for this whole thing because the candles are ridiculous. Old tin, not that old. It's made to look old to nostalgia. Playing cards. It does have playing cards inside, still sealed in the packs. I didn't see a year on it though, so I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's new, but it's definitely not as old as it's playing out to be. Made in Greece. Little tile scenery. Got a little hanger to hang it on the wall. Another decorative tile on cork board. Scenery of Portugal. No markings on that. Grab this green serving dish. Don't know why. No markings. It's nothing special. Doesn't have any damage to it though. This is a ceramic plate. Grab this bottle opener because I thought, or can opener, because I hadn't seen one like it, so I figured a little bit vintage, but still not worth a whole lot. I looked it up. It's, you know, some people are selling them and some people are buying them, but they're not worth much. These, I don't know what these are. Newport, Rhode Island, maybe? RI. And then this one says New York City, I believe. Min alloy. But I'm not sure what these even are. This, I believe, is pewter. Again, don't know why I grabbed it. Probably just because it had some markings on it. And then picked up this decorative box. It's cardboard. Wife didn't like it, so might just go in the trash. But I appreciate anybody that watched the 30-minute video of me rambling and just showing junk that I picked up that I don't know what it is and couldn't give you any better description of. Thanks again. This is what I found. I just like sharing my stuff with you. And don't know if I'll have any more stuff like this in the future, but always keep a lookout. I'm always looking out. So thanks again for watching and have a good one.